speaker, James Mong. James Mong has learned martial arts for more than 45 years. He started to learn Chinese martial art at 12, then practiced Taekwondo, karate, until he retired from military 2-year vacation service. He was authorized to be black belt for karate and earned group championship at Karate ZhongZheng Cup 1982 to 83. And he won the 3rd place in this. He also learned Yang style with Master Julian Chu since 1998 and started teaching Tai Chi in 2007. His speech title is Power of Universal Standing. Please welcome our speaker, James Mong.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's a long day, and as Julian said, the last is the best. So today's topic is the power of universal standing. The way original my soul is everybody out a long day, and supposed to be everybody standing up and doing universal standing. However, Julian suggests me still have need to convert, display some of theory on this universal standing. So you heard a couple master mention about how powerful the universal standing. And from all the master and the books I read, no matter is Chen style, Yang style, Sun style, Wu style, or Ao style, every family has a different opinion. Of course, if you go detail, other family will list like a book share, or like you use a computer concept. Is there's a tree, then you have cell. You go to from where is the cell. However, a Yang style using the sword concept. If you emphasize skill, if you are not relaxed, you are not soft, those technique or skill will be minimized or don't even have enough power. So we talk about every time, like we say, relax. Do you enough? You are relaxed enough. Today I have discussed with Christine. She beside me. How you test you are relaxed? For me, it's very easy. For the human being body, if you will know if you are relaxed enough, when you put yourself into the water, if you can flow, and how long you can flow, that definitely proves if you are enough, you are relaxed enough or not. Try it, After I learned, I know if you know my excellent martial art story is when I finished my excellent martial art, the martial art, karate, or we constantly hit the concrete, tree, or stone. By the time, when you are young, your tender is young, it can be recovered pretty soon. However, when you age, I cannot even do one sit-up. After I retired, 2 years of obligation from Taiwan military. And when I met with Julian in 1998, my second son just born, and I remember I took my baby to school. when I get up, I cannot even use, I need to use my fist to stand it up. And I feel my wrist is gone. But after I learned Tai Chi 3 years, and one day, suddenly I feel, hey, I kind of like that pain is gone. And I can do the push-up again. And that is, I truly believe the power of Tai Chi. And then follow that. I remember when I learned with Julian, we do the universal standing. You know, many times when I started, when Julian is still standing there, and I open my eyes, I look at Julian, I said, what happened, Julian? You never be tired? Come on, it's too long. That is how, but gradually, you go through this kind of practice. I constantly use this Tai Chi skill. You need to pick up those Tai Chi skills into your real life. So when you can really, your body can do it, then that is, you really know the true spirit of Tai Chi. So right now, from like I teach my students at Rockville, every student already able to do the universal standing 40 minutes. And I also teach some of senior member students. The youngest is from 77, and now is from 77 to 92 years old. They are able to stand in 20 minutes. So when you go home, you do the universal standing, of course. If you start to feel sore, then you think about those seniors can stand in 20 minutes. So from this topic, two things you need to believe. One is Qi. Okay, Julian said we have counseling. What is the Qi? And second is what? The meridian system. Okay, the acupuncture, the meridian system. If you don't believe that, that will be constantly back and forth dispute. So my best defense is what? I talked to Julian is, yes, Julian. It cannot be 100% proved by science. However, I would like to treat it like the statistic science, because it's been through 5,000 years. Of course, there's through so many books. It's been burned in by Qing Dynasty, and however, it's just like something you don't see. It doesn't mean it's not there. For example, I say the gravity. You never see the X-ray. You never see gravity. It's there. So for the Tai Chi theory, if you really understand it, we human beings are here, it's because all the Tai Chi theory stand firm is gravity. Without the gravity, we are floating in the air. So there is no so-called jiejing, so-called relax. So everybody floating in the air. So the first one, when we do from this universal standing, I developed 6 philosophies. So I remember the first class when I learned with Julian. He has one question. If you want to pick up what the true Tai Chi, is Tai Chi a science or a philosophy? Ask yourself. If you agree with Tai Chi is science, please raise up your hand. If you believe Tai Chi is a philosophy, please raise your hand. Okay, philosophy beat up science because nobody, sorry, Julian. No, but Any martial art, if you know any different type of martial art, this morning you heard a lot of history, from international, if you read a lot of introduction. Some people even say white crane twist, karate, and actually karate form are very similar with white crane. So it's all mixed. Jiu-jitsu, you saw the jiu-jitsu attack, is always attack the meridian pressure point. So that is through the human beings' intelligence, we create so many different martial arts. So I would like to, for most people sit here, I know if you borrow all the Tai Chi principle or philosophy, actually Tai Chi can apply to your daily life. Just like Zheng Wanqing said, you are walking, you are sleeping, you are living, you are eating, is always Tai Chi. So how many people come to learn Tai Chi? You try to get your martial arts skill, please raise your hand. You want to improve your quality of life, please raise your hand. And how many people would like to apply to your business principle? It's true. It's a culture shock. When you're working in America, and I have so many American colleagues, they constantly feel Chinese are more patient, especially people learn Tai Chi. So the Tai Chi, I'm in business chairman. So that how American, when my colleague, they has a customer challenging them, what they're gonna do, they will have response. God, fuck you, they hammer their home, they scream, and so eventually for us, learning the Tai Chi is what? We are circle, we absorbing, okay? So when somebody shooting you through the email, attack you with a rudest language, do you need to respond the same way? So normally, I will share with my friend, my colleagues, say, hey, why don't you, when somebody attack you, why don't you learn the Tai Chi skill? You absorb it, you make a turn, you let the force going through the other way. The first time, the second time, the third time, until to the end you collect enough energy. And then you will respond badly and attack back. And you will feel that exactly that is the Tai Chi principle. The yearly is not meaning you are weak. You walk away from the conflict. Doesn't mean you are weak. You are just accumulating more energy. So when in the class, some of master mentioned about the breathing, inhale and exhale. How you define on this Tai Chi movement? What the function of a movement? Inhale and exhale. So every move, in my definition, is what? You are moving, you are overlay, accumulate energy. When you form, when you do this, you are accumulating energy, and when you form start, bam, that is how you start to discharge. So that is so-called inhale and exhale. And through the form, so why the first, so many students, when they start to learn the Tai Chi, constantly they ask, why I need to practice form? Did anybody ask that question? What's the magic of form? Did anybody ask yourself, or did anybody ask your master, why you ask me every day to practice form? Because form, Tai Chi form by slow move, is the most natural way. Use your own body weight. to training your leg, to training your muscle. You don't need to use a dumbbell, you don't need to do that. You are using your own body weight to train it. And in the universal standing. So the first one, the philosophy is what? Neutral your temper. From the meridian, there's a 劳宫穴 on your middle of your palm, right? And we know the dantian is one belly, name is qi hai, right? So these 3 points compose. I define this is a so-called ocean of qi. So the ocean of qi is symbolized like our human being temper. Sometimes it's like the nighttime, like the ocean touches the coast. It's so harmonious. But when you're out of temper, it's just like a tsunami, typhoon, and tornado. That will be very easy to destroy your relationship with your kids, with your friend, with your colleague. And it's hard to make it up. So that is external. You will broken your relationship. But internal is what? When you are out of temper, your blood pH level will be turned to extreme acid. When extreme acid, if you are easy out of broken temper people, you are invite the cancer cell to live, grow within your body. So external, if you are neutral your temper, that's good for your relationship with everyone. But internal is also for your own health. So if you understand it, then you will really appreciate. Every day you learn the neutral of your temper. That's the first universal standing philosophy. So when I say philosophy, meaning what? Sometimes you don't understand, sometimes you understand. So if you understand, then you got it. If you don't understand, you need to try to understand. Yeah, so next one. So that is a picture of 劳宫穴 and qi hai. Over there you can find, I'm not a meridian professor. 3 minutes? So, okay, that you can find from YouTube, from Google, you can get it. Okay, the next one. The second philosophy is what? From this universal standing is what? Is called less is more. The meaning is what? When you press this, right? Now you down to your foot. There's a called, in the middle of foot, is called 涌泉穴. That meridian technique number is called Cushing Spring, K11. So down the earth is, the earth's center of the earth is 2,500 degrees. So as a senior member, I will talk to them. In the Bible, original Bible is, everybody can have 1,200 years. And now the new Bible says 120 years. Why? Because we human beings are too greedy. We create air pollution. We eat too many chemical goods. That reason we can't, but still, we still have 120 years. So I always encourage the senior members, say, when you are 60 years, turn your age to be 0. So if you are 82, actually you should tell yourself you are only 22 years. Because the first 60, you turn to 0. So life is a less. Philosophy is you don't worry, psychology. Your organs are enough strong to make you live 120 years. Don't feel you are 87, you are too old. Don't feel 92 years old, you are too old. Carly, you don't need to, just like when you are young, you want money, you want to power, but when we retire, we want to relax ourselves. So start to develop this philosophy. Okay, that is the 涌泉穴. Okay, the next one. The third philosophy is what? is when you stand in there, you are like acting like a solar panel. So the concept is what? Because there is a scientist say, in the universe, there is so many magnetic field. There is, his studies say, when you do the universal standing, there is a channel called 9720 channel. So it's just like a, you know the movie, right? Avanga is what? They can from top to the end, then immediately you are charging your body. So when you do the universal standing, you are constantly charging your body. So that's the reason why you will use your energy most efficient way. And it's also what? You constantly, if you don't use it, you save your energy. That's the reason why you can see, like Julian, we saw so many Tai Chi masters. Their life is just a model. When Julian retires, 70, 71, he is a heresy. And now he enjoys his retirement life. He contributes his time to everyone. Introduced so many outstanding masters to pass educate you the true Tai Chi meaning. Also, inside our body is before that, there is a neural network, right? So when you don't practice Tai Chi, your body are like a 1G, 2G. But when you go through the practice, then your body neural network will be enhanced to 5G, to 6G, to 7G, to 8G. Depends on, you will never give up. Okay, next one.
Very good.
So that is Qi Hai, you know. So when you're coming down, then you come into your palm. The next one. So the fourth philosophy is, when you are coming, you let the Qi come into on the top, is a cold Bai Hui, right? So imagine yourself, when your Qi come in here, immediately your feeling is what? Your eyes will bright, your body is light, and your mind can fly. You look fly like an eagle, and you enjoy the blue sky, the white clouds, the gentle wind. You saw the mountain, you are the mountain. You saw the river, you are the river. You saw the ocean, you are the ocean. You fly to your kids' heart. You saw them enjoy the peace and quiet. Your grandkids and your son, they enjoy the golden hours. So in a universal standing, we standing alone, but we never be lonely, because we convert our body into the particle surrounding in the universe. And from the universe, you know the solar system, actually the outside external environment are spinning with 3.5 megahertz speed. But we human beings are very lucky to live in the earth. The gravity holding us. If without gravity, we are spinning in the air 950 kilometers per second. Everybody is gone. So we enjoy the gravity. Then the universe tells us is, even everybody sit here, stay peace and quiet to listen to my lecture, but the universe are spinning. So the philosophy give yourself is what? Constantly move. The next one is what? The constantly move is the common. You need to deal with the change. I know we always want to peace and quiet. I don't want to change this. I don't want to change my habit. But you want to change because the whole universe is constantly changing. You here, peace, quiet is you need to practice. Inside of your body, you need to have a Tai Chi La La Land. You need to, when I'm in the office, I'm so busy. So many people attack, but inside of my body, I have a peace and quiet Tai Chi land. I'm enjoying universal standing anytime, any moment. Okay, so this is the fourth philosophy. The next one. So that is a Bai Hui, this is the universe.
1 minute.
2 minutes. And next one, so that is universal spinning. And next one, the fifth philosophy is what? Where is the center? Spine is your center, our spine. On here, there's the sector here. Most important is under the medical doctor, there's a code L123 here. So this nice section is your main center. It's just like when you are in the camp. When you have the center line pop out, what the camp doing? Immediately what? When your center line line up, what the camp doing? Anybody has a camp experience? Nobody? When your center line, you pop it out, what? The camp is pop out, right? Immediately it's pop out. The center line once fit. The camp, same as your body. Once your center line here, and of course your neck. Most senior people, I have many students, when they're leaning, their spine leaning, and what? They're walking, and what? The gravity gradually will do the job, and you will falling down. So why am I doing the number one to prevent falling is, I'm not saying number one, but is one of Tai Chi advantages is prevent what? You falling down. Why? Because Tai Chi is emphasize your spine in the center. Your chin are 90 degrees. You constantly so many people, when they saw the people, they raise up their eyes, that will be hurt their neck. That will hurt your spine. So very important is what? Go home and educate. It's always a posture. Do you have a right posture? Tai Chi give you a right posture. You constantly. So every day you refrain. And then, so this is very important. Teach your kids. Teach your generation. Teach your friend. Every time if they saw, I have a captain just retired. When he talked to me like this way. I said, Captain, it made me feel dizzy. I feel your ball are shaking. So that is very important. Center is everything. The next one. So this is the spine. We talk about this section. Very important. Every time you sit, if you don't, you need to have your fully support on your spine. Okay. Next one. So that is all meridian name. Come in. So the sixth philosophy is what? You need to have green, internal and external. The external is what? Imagine yourself, you're like a giant tree. You have deep root. You offer the shadow for the kid press around you. The sunshine casts the golden rain on the grass, the birds singing, the butterfly dancing, the rain shining the leaves, the flower sheet expanding generation by generation. So we human beings are born in the earth. The earth feeds us all nutrition food. When we live, we don't want to pollute the earth. But the way is, that's external. The internal is what? When you are internal is green, you see everything is what? Has energy, has positive. So that is through the generation by generation, we don't pollute the earth. That is how I developed this sixth philosophy of universal thinking. And when I learned with Julian never said I'm the most smartest student. but
Yes, you are.
hold on. But no, listen. But he said, James is the one practice the most student. So I just calculate, in the past 20 years, when every day minimum, on average, I practice 3 to 4 hours. So that means when you want me to stand in on the